Ready, Owen? I got joy down in my heart, deep, deep down in my heart. J-O-Y down in my heart, deep, deep down in my heart. Jesus put it there, and no one can destroy it, destroy it, destroy it. Huh. All right, can you guys do that part? It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Let's try it again, okay? We ready?
Might need to stand up.
Yeah, let's stand up for it. That would be good. All right, we're just going to do the destroy it part again, okay? It's destroy it, destroy it, destroy it. All right, can we do it? Here we go. And no one can destroy it, destroy it, destroy it. I got joy down in my heart, deep, deep down in my heart. Okay, we're going to do it really slow. Okay, here we go. I've got joy down in my heart, deep, deep down in my heart. Spell it, J-O-Y, down in my heart, deep, deep down in my heart. Jesus put it there, and no one can destroy it, destroy it, destroy it. Cause I've got joy down in my heart, deep, deep down in my heart. Woo, that was a fun one. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I got the love of Jesus in my heart, down in my heart. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I got the love of Jesus in my heart. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I got the love of Jesus in my heart, down in my heart. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I got the love of Jesus in my heart. Woo! Everybody have a seat. Good job.
Now, every morning, David would get up, and when he was a boy, and he would take his sheep out of the sheepfold and lead them out to the grass to eat. Okay? All right? They would run. Sheep run and play all everywhere. But you know what? Sheep aren't very good at following directions. So you have to watch them because they're not the smartest animals. Okay? David sometimes played his harp. And a harp is a very quiet instrument. It's soft. And it made the sheep quiet down and be easy and calm, right? Okay, and he would sing to it. And David made up songs to sing to his sheep. Every day David did this. He watched his sheep so carefully, so nothing would happen to them. One day, the Bible tells us a lion came and tried. What do lions do to sheep?
Eat sheep.
Eat them. Did David let the lion eat a sheep?
No.
No.
So he killed the lion.
David killed the lion. He killed the lion. And who else David kill the lion?
God.
God did. David could not have done it by himself because a lion weighs about 600 pounds. And they're very, very, very strong. And so David couldn't have done it by himself, but God helped him. David always took good care of his sheep. And every day about lunchtime, he would take out his lunch and eat it, and while the sheep ate their grass. That's what they had for lunch, didn't they?
I'm glad we don't eat that.
Me too, Finn. I wouldn't eat grass. I barely eat lettuce, but I sure wouldn't want to have to eat grass, would you? And then David and his sheep got a drink of water. But we have to be very careful about the water. You know why? Sheep are very scared of everything. And if the water is making lots of sound and moving around a lot, like on a waterfall or something, sheep are too scared and they will not drink. They will actually die before they will drink water that's making lots of noise. They're that afraid. And so David had to find quiet, still water for the sheep to drink. David, at the end of the day, would call his sheep. Every one of them had a name, and David knew every sheep's name, and he would call them, and they would follow him. Can you imagine that? Now, people that have lots of sheep have special dogs that round the sheep up. They're called sheep dogs, and they round the sheep up and bring them to the shepherd. But then David would call the sheep, and they would come. Every night, David would check his sheep to see if they were hurt. And if they were hurt, he would put them around his neck, and sometimes he had to carry them because their little feet were hurt. Maybe they had stepped on a rock. Maybe they stepped on something, a sticker. But they wouldn't walk, so David would carry them because he what?
Care for them.
He cared for them. He loved his sheep. Every single one of them. The Bible tells us that David wrote a psalm about that. And it's called the 23rd Psalm. Have you ever heard of that? Okay, let's see what it says. Okay. Psalm, right, a psalm. A song or a poem that's used to worship God. So, do our songbooks have psalms in them?
No.
Can you believe it? Yes, some of them do. It does have some psalms in them. And one of them is the 23rd Psalm. A song. Psalms is the longest book in the Bible. It has 150 chapters. Bailey, when you read a chapter book for school, how many chapters does it usually have?
4.
10 or less. How many?
10 or less. Usually it's 10.
10? Okay, are they long chapters, Asher?
Books I'm reading are usually about up to 40 chapters.
40. But can you imagine? Psalms has 150 chapters. It's the longest book in the whole Bible. Jesus talked about Psalms more than any other book in the Bible. He quoted it or said something about the Psalms 116 times. So I think that means Jesus thought Psalms was what? Huh? Special or important, didn't he, Asher? Right, it was special. 73 of the, almost half of the Psalms were written by, who have we been talking about?
David.
David. Can you believe it? Not only was he a shepherd, not only was he a king, but he also wrote poems or songs. So he could do lots and lots and lots of things, couldn't he? Yes, he could. So, David was a shepherd, and the Psalm 23 is about David being a shepherd. It says, the Lord is my shepherd. Who is the Lord? God or Jesus. God is my shepherd. Jesus or God leads me where I need to go. I shall not want. That means God's going to give me what? What I need. Does that mean he's going to give us everything we want, Hannah?
No, like a Nintendo.
If it's a Nintendo, do you think God's going to make sure we get the brand new one, even if we have one that's perfectly good?
Yeah.
No, that's not what it means. You're right. He said, we shall not want. That means he's going to give us everything we need, that we need to have. He leadeth me in the what?
Dust.
And what is that?
Glass.
He leads me beside, that's right, okay. And he leads me beside the still what? Water. Now what did we say about sheep? Why does it have to be still?
There's about loud noises.
Exactly.
And it will die if it's like a water.
Yes, if they're too scared, they will even starve themselves to death to keep from going by water that makes too much noise because they're so scared. Okay. It restores my soul. That means God's going to take care of it. Do we need to worry about stuff?
No.
And think, oh, what if I get COVID? Oh, or what if I don't make an A on my test? Or what if? Tell me something.
Oh, what if I get in trouble?
What if I get in trouble? What?
What if I drop my dad's phone in the toilet, which I've done before when I already pooped?
Okay. And all the things. But you know what? God's going to take care of it. We don't have to worry about things. We just need to do the best we can do, and God's going to take care of us. He leads me in the paths of righteousness, in the good things. God leads us to good things. Is God going to make us do bad things? No. Never. God does not want us to do bad things. He's going to lead us to right things. Yea, though I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I'm not going to be scared. Sheep are scared of dark. They're scared of big rocks. They're scared of high places. Do we have to be scared of those things? No, because who's going to take care of us? God's going to take care of us. Is there any place that we can go that God doesn't see us?
No.
What about, well, now think about it. What about in a deep, dark cave?
Yes. No.
Can God still see us? Yes, he can. Can he still hear us? Even if it's far, far away? Yes, God can still see us and hear us everywhere we are. And God doesn't want us to be afraid. because he says, my rod and my staff will comfort you. God's going to take care of us. And he's going to give us everything we need. Does that mean we always get McDonald's when we want it?
No.
No. But God's not going to let us what? Starve to death. It might not be exactly what we want to eat, but God's not going to let us starve to death if we do what he says. He says, you anoint my head with oil. What did the shepherd put on his sheep at night?
Oil.
Oil. That was the only kind of what?
Medicine.
Medicine he had, right, Maddox? That was the only kind of medicine he had. My cup runneth over. But it was not a cup like your cup, like your McDonald's cup. It was a sunken place, a hole in a rock. And the shepherd would go get water and pour it in the hole in the rock and let the little sheep drink out of the rock. Why? Why do you think, Asher?
Because since the water will be so still and
Very good,
they
right.
would die.
The water was very still, very quiet, so the sheep would not die. And so the shepherd took good care of them, okay? The shepherd is good, and he loves his sheep. The Bible, the 23rd Psalm says, surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. God's going to be good to us. Is he going to give us everything we want?
No.
Sometimes God says what?
You don't need it.
You don't need it. No, or maybe just you don't need it right now. God says no, because God knows what we need, doesn't he? God is what? Perfect. He's all-knowing, right, Asher? God knows everything. We think we know what we need and what we want, but God really does. And you can dwell in the house of the Lord forever. What do you think this is a picture of? What do you think
It's
that?
a picture of angels
Okay, where do angels live?
up in heaven.
Up in heaven, right, Maddox? And the Bible tells us in Psalm, the 23rd Psalm, that if we let David be God be our shepherd and lead us where he wants us to go, follow God's what? Pattern, or his book. What's God's book?
The Bible.
The Bible. Then we're going to go to where?
Heaven.
Heaven. Right. Okay, tonight we're going to learn all about shepherds. The smell, but also if something happens to the sheep, he would pick it up in the middle of the day and put it inside. And this poor little sheep, he got a scratch on his head. And so he's going to pick it up and put it inside. Now, why would that baby sheep like that?
Because it's warm.
And it feels like what?
His mother is warm.
It feels like his mama. Right, very good. It feels like his mama. So he would carry that all day so that little sheep would calm down and not be afraid. Now, on the outside, he wears a heavy cloak or coat. And this keeps him warm in the daytime. And at night, it's his cover. Can you believe that? He covers himself up with it. He lays on it and lays down. And then he has a black staff. It's kind of like what with that? He can pick it up by its what?
It's cold side.
Huh?
By its cold side.
Right. He can pick it up by its neck and draw him up. Now, what do you think he might have used to kill that lion?
A
With
slingshot?
Not a slingshot. I don't think that's it.
A stick?
His rod. It's a big what? A stick. Right, and a big fat stick. And that would feel good if it hit you in the head?
No.
No. And he carried a very special purse or script, a bag with him every day when he took his sheep out. And inside your bag, what have you got, David?
Well, let's just take a look. Oil.
No. But close.
Water.
Water. Your oil comes in something else, but you're close. He brings his water in that.
Okay, let's see.
And oil comes in a ram horn. And that's where he keeps his oil to take his medicine oil.
But how does he keep it close and not spill? Is
Well, we usually, it's supposed to have a thing on it, but I lost it. Miss Karen's not a very good shepherd. I lost mine. Okay, and then
we got here?
what else is down here? Another weapon. Ooh,
I think we know what. A slingshot.
a sling. And you put it around your finger, and then you go what? Round and round and round and round, round and round and round. One little stone goes up, 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 and the giant came down. Right. Very good. Very good. And what do you have to put in your sling?
Rocks.
Rocks.
Yeah, they're down.
Rocks. He's got rocks. I'm telling you, David's ready, isn't he? He is prepared. He's got rocks. And what have you got in that bag?
I think this one might be my favorite.
What is it, you think?
Food.
His lunch. Why didn't he just go to McDonald's for lunch? No McDonald's. No Burger King. No Wendy's. So he had to bring his own apple and cheese and bread is probably what he had for lunch. So all of this was down in his bag or his script or sack, and he brought it down with him. Okay, tonight you get to make a lamb, and then we're going, you get to be shepherds. Okay? All right. Now, okay. Now, next, Bailey. Okay, now, blow up your balloon. There it is. No, you don't need that yet. And Penrod boys. Okay. Here's a head, a tail, and a balloon for the body. Balloon, a head, and a tail. A head, a tail, and a balloon for Owen. Okay.
Show me your sheet. All right. Excellent.
Okay, here's your tail. All right. Now,
Would you like some double credit?
Show me your sheep, boys.
show me some.
Stick your head on. You gotta stick the head on right there. Okay, now show it to Mr. Tommy.
Show me your sheep. Some of them are flying sheep. Show me your sheep, Asher. Oh, gotta get his mask. All right. Let me see that sheep.
Show me your sheep.
Oh.
Here's your tape to put the head on. Grab it. Alright. Alright. Here's your face. Where are you going to put it? There's your face.
My face and good.
And there's your tail. You better put it on the other side.
Now,
Show it to me. Show me your sheep.
Mr. Tommy. Yes, ma'am. Uh-huh. Okay.
That's a great sheep.
Good job.
they're not only scared of a lot of things, they're not the smartest animals.
Ben, show me your sheep again, buddy. All right. Excellent.
Listen.
Oh, yes. Beautiful.
Okay, are you listening? Shepherd, shepherds,
Yes.
shepherds, listen. Okay. Now, before you let your sheep go in the grass, you have to look, because sheep are not very smart, and you have to get the weeds out, because if they ate certain weeds, it might make them very, very sick at their tummies, or it might make them die. So you, before you let your sheep eat the grass, you have to come one at a time, shepherd, and pick up one thing that you think doesn't belong in the grass. What do you think would happen if a sheep ate that?
It
Ashley?
could really hurt its throat, and it could get stuck in there and suffocate it.
Excellent. Okay. What do you think is wrong with that?
If they're not fully grown, they can taste disgusting, and it will happen and something will happen to their belly and throat.
And also, some berries are poisonous, aren't they? Okay, Owen, you don't think that a sheep should eat that? You are right. They should not. Okay, Hannah, pick out something you think that sheep shouldn't eat. Good job. No, they should not eat that. That would hurt their mouths. Okay,
How would it?
there you go. Oh, that sticky stuff. You think that would feel good on that sheep's little soft foot?
No.
No. What would they do? Oh! Oh! That would hurt their foot,
It would
wouldn't
actually
it?
pop your balloon.
And it would pop your
So
balloon,
be careful
too.
when you're
Okay, right, Finn. Good job. That's a different one. Okay, Maddox, you pick out something that you think the sheep
Yeah,
should
that's
eat.
rock. There's rocks on there. In the grass.
Good job, Maddox. Some things that grow in the water the sheep can't eat. Okay, Bailey. Pick out something. You're walking in the water, crazy. Okay, you're right.
We have
Lucy.
Jesus here.
Look, Lucy's getting her
Another
feet wet
Jesus.
too.
At least we're at the shallow one.
Okay. Good job. Y'all are good shepherds. Now come here. And now, Miss Caroline, how do they do the...
Okay, well, if you need to get your sheep somewhere, then you have to herd your sheep, don't you?
Yeah.
And so Miss Karen talked about Now we have special dogs, and they herd all the sheep. But you're a shepherd in Bible times, okay?
Oh, I know exactly what I can name my sheep.
Oh, what will you name
Me
her?
too. Bob.
Bob the sheep. That's good. I think everyone should think of their name for their sheep. Are you thinking of
Everly,
your name?
did you get to pick?
Nuts.
Okay, everyone, what are you going to call your sheep?
I am going to call mine. I'm going to call mine Weirdo.
Okay,
Mine Rosie. I'm going to call mine Fluffy.
Fluffy.
Hey Weirdo. What's up, man?
What's your name?
Bob wants some drink of water.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
I'm going to
Okay,
mine's Tiny. Mine's
Okay.
Dash.
Listen.
I'm going to make mine Dasher.
Dasher. Oh, we got that.
Dasher.
Okay, are you ready? Okay, so we're going to herd our sheep. Now your sheep are very soft, so you have to be very gentle with them. And so if you'll just take your sheep, can I borrow your sheep? Okay, so, should we just put our items back on the grass?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so when you herd your sheep, you're going to use your hands like this because we don't have our crooks, okay? Okay, and then you can help them across the grass, okay? Oh, yes, oh, I love your
Oh no.
Okay, and you're going to herd your sheep like this. Herd your sheep
That's what
with
she
your hands.
named her sheep,
Bob,
Miss
Bob,
Carolyn.
come on.
Puppy, puppy, your sheep.
Yes.
All right, herd your sheep. Say, go on, puppy.
Come
Go
on.
I love you.
Come on, Dad. We can beat them all. We can beat them all. Come on, Poppy. That's it.
Good job. Come on, puppy. Puppy the sheep. Come on.
Mama, my tail broke.
Oh, no. Well, you know what happens if your sheep is hurt? Remember, you pick it up and you have to carry it.
What happened?
Let me see him. Come here, puppy.
I didn't like my ball.
Did you go for a walk? Are you tired
Hey,
of
Bob.
raising your No. Oh, your sheep's name is Bob? Is he named right? Can I take a picture of you with Bob the sheep or Bob the person?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's upside down. Good.
We had some tails fall off.
But they'll put it on the sheet so he'll be soft. Use your glue stick.
You want in your favorite part.
You want to do the other.
Is that what she said?
You want to do this?
I heard